In this chapter, Sony, Liberty's 3-year-old son, questions his mother about their decision to move to a new place. Liberty, wanting to provide the best explanation for her son, tells him that they are relocating because it will be more convenient for him to attend the preschool when September arrives. Sony, being too young to have a strong opinion, accepts this explanation with a nod, and Liberty proceeds to contact a real estate agency to assist with finding a new rental house. Since her split from Hank, Liberty's financial status has improved. Her business, All You Can Eat, has been doing well since she invested some of the settlement money in it. Nevertheless, it hasn't yet fully recouped her initial investment. Her top priority right now is enrolling Sony in the exclusive Willspoon preschool, which has a steep annual tuition charge of between $100,000 up to $200,000. She intends to put off thinking about buying a new home until Sony is settled in school. For convenience's sake, she would prefer to choose a home close to the preschool. Duncan receives a message from his secretary alerting him of his mother's impending visit as she is on her way to Liberty's apartment. He had planned the timing to prevent his mother from running into Liberty. He gets there just in time to stop her before she can go to Liberty's house. Mrs. Lewis is very keen to get involved in her son's romantic life, and she makes an effort to set him up on a blind date with a woman whom her acquaintance has recommended. In an effort to deflect Duncan's focus away from Liberty, she insisted that he meet this girl. He expresses his annoyance with his mother's intervention in a stern manner, insisting that he must make his own marriage related decisions and not follow his family's rules. He is steadfast in his pursuit of liberty, despite his mother's ongoing condemnation of her. He freely acknowledges his emotions and his readiness to wait for her. Exasperated, Mrs. Lewis tries to talk him out of it by saying that Liberty doesn't like him and that his continual presence irritates her. She says that if it weren't for his connection with Zachary, Liberty might even allow dogs to bite him. Duncan, unfazed, vows to wait for Liberty patiently, even if it takes years. His mother finds his tenacity infuriating, since she doesn't see why he would deliberately wait for a woman who doesn't feel the same way about him. She criticizes Liberty and makes it obvious that she would ruin their lives even if they got married. Duncan proclaims his love for Liberty and his will to wait for her, even if it takes 10 years, as tensions increase. Mrs. Lewis grows angrier as she struggles to accept this. She threatens to cause issues for Duncan and his future wife, saying she will look for ways to ruin their union. The mother's final threat is to break off the mother child bond until Duncan gives up his quest for liberty. This chapter explores the intricacies of love, family dynamics, and individual decisions. Duncan's mother's attempts to control his life and dictate his love preferences stand in stark contrast to his unshakable resolve to be with Liberty. We are left wondering how Duncan and Liberty's relationship will develop in the face of such hostility as the conflict between love and familial expectations escalates.